Hello my friends, this is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com and I am back with day number 28 of the journey. And yes, it is results time. So I know that you are loving the whole results thing and I'm really excited to share what's going on with you. Well, my main goal was to make $1 this week. Did I do it? No. Am I on my way? Definitely yes. You see, I had everything in place and nothing happened. Why? Well, my funnel was ready on Monday. I rested on Tuesday because I pushed really hard to make that commitment happen. And then I fine-tuned my funnel on Tuesday because I redid a couple of the videos. And I purchased the solo ad traffic on Wednesday night. And of course, no traffic. I purchased traffic from another vendor on Thursday night. Still, no traffic. On Friday, I contacted both vendors. I sent them reminder emails because I found them in the Warrior Forum and I had their Gmail address. So I sent them an email reminder in Gmail and I sent them a private message in the Warrior Forum. Friday, my friends, still no traffic. Saturday, no traffic. However, one vendor responded to verify the traffic purchase. So it's Sunday today and I am going to wait as late as possible to see the results. Before I share the results with you, let's go over the lessons learned. Number one, if I had to do this all over again, I would have bought the traffic on Monday because then I would have started seeing things picking up by like Friday, Saturday. What you might not realize is most people who own their own business, they work very hard from Monday to Thursday, especially if they're really successful. They work hard from Monday to Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you won't find them. I mean, you can almost guarantee that the only work they pretty much do on a Friday is stuff that they were already working on. They're not going to look at anything new on a Friday. So you need to catch them between Monday and Thursday. I made my solo ad purchase late Thursday night and on Friday. So now I kind of understood that I wasn't going to catch these guys in the office. So the moral of the story is to purchase the traffic a week in advance. And then, of course, the whole plan is to monetize before day 30. So I still have 2 days to make this happen, to actually make my first dollar. So this goal is going to roll over partially into next week. And so I'm going to push twice as hard to get the traffic. In addition, I'm going to be researching other solo ad vendors. And one of the core focus points that my coach shared to me when I asked him the question if he had it to do all over again, what would he do differently? He said to focus on one form of traffic. Now, originally when I had set out saying that I was going to focus on video marketing. However, video marketing is really a free strategy for driving traffic. Right now, I'm using a paid strategy of driving traffic through solo ads. And solo ads actually seems to be a bigger pie for me to cut into and figure out how to work at the moment. So I've sort of put the whole video marketing thing on the shelf. I actually looked at all the training for the video marketing and I closed it because let me just get the solo ads up and running. So right now I'm focused on the paid strategy. Why did I switch from video marketing to solo ads? Well, currently I think I can do one paid strategy and one free strategy. The plan is to get this paid strategy up, running, through the gate, doing its thing. So right now I'm identifying vendors. And the plan is to build an army of solo ad vendors and to purchase solo ads, break even, and reinvest. And then I'm going to put together a calendar of solar ad vendors that I'm going to be rotating my offer through. Once I've gotten that together, then I'm going to go into looking at video marketing. Once I've gotten some traction with the solar ads, because I don't want to distract myself by doing too many things at the same time. So I'm going to put off video marketing maybe for another 3 weeks or so until the solar ads, the whole thing settles in. I get kind of a routine, and then I can move into the video marketing field. I think to a certain extent I might touch on video marketing, but we'll see. We're going to play it by ear. Right now, let's just get the foundation of the solar ad working, because I want to get my list big fast. The fastest way to get it is with paid traffic. The two paid traffic methods that work really well are PPC, Facebook PPC, that's Facebook pay-per-click, or solar ads. So right now I'm focused on solar ads because it's the easiest to do right now, although it's risky because you have to find vendors with decent traffic that converts to your offer, right? I have systems in place to monitor the traffic that I receive from the vendors, so I'm not going to make an immediate decision based on how many persons are opting in on my list, whether or not that traffic is a good deal, yes or no. What I will be doing is I will be monitoring how this traffic responds to my value funnel, and then I'll make a decision. So within a week after receiving the traffic, I should be able to tell whether or not this traffic that I got from the solar ad vendor, if it's good traffic, yes or no. So to figure all of that out and get my rotation going is going to take me a little bit. And then I'll look at video marketing. Today's message is going to be about keeping your eye on the prize. The one thing I was reminded of by reading the 10X rule is to write my goals down as complete every day, morning and evening. As soon as you wake up, write your goals down. As soon as you go to sleep, write your goals down. I mean, this has been consistent through every single personal development or success course I've ever read or seen, maybe in different ways, but the one thing that's consistent is to focus on your goals as complete. You have to do it, whether you do affirmations or whether you write your goals. Like, focus on it as if you were picking up the phone and talking to a friend and say, hey, guess what happened to me today? I did whatever, or I have whatever, or my whatever. But it's really important to write your goals down every morning, every evening. It might seem a little bit tedious in the beginning, but as I mentioned before, everything is about creating a habit. So get into the habit of doing it, because what it does, it keeps your mind focused. And especially when you do it before you go to sleep, what you're doing when you do that, when you go to sleep, your brain is like, oh, how am I going to make this happen now? And eventually it's going to find a way to make your goal a reality. So let's look at the results, because I know you're like, oh, Karina, can you just get on with the results? First of all, let me remind you of the original goal. The original goal was to open the funnel and then to get 20% conversion of paid traffic and to get 20 persons on my list. Okay? Now, because of how late the traffic started coming in, I held off as long as possible, and I just checked. And I got the funnel done. Let's pat myself on the back. Yay! Funnel is open. Woohoo! And actually I did 3 versions of the funnel because I have 3 solar ad vendors that I'm testing at the moment. And the one vendor that I'm receiving traffic from, it's actually converting at 26%. Yes! So you're like, Karina, you have 26 people on your list. No, I wish. So far, I only have 1 person on my list. How is that possible that I only have 1 person with 26% conversion? Okay, let me explain. When I checked at that time, I got 26 clicks. I only ordered 200 clicks from this vendor. So yes, I made my 26% conversion based off this 26 clicks. which means that there were 7 persons that opted into my list. Out of the 26 that saw it, 7 persons opted in. Now, I'm kind of like happy with 26 because I had set 20%, right? Of the 7 that have entered their information in the opt-in form, here's the deal. Why do I only have 1 person on my list? Well, currently my list is set as double opt-in, meaning that after they have entered their email, then the autoresponder that I'm registered with is going to send them another email, and they need to go into their inbox and click that email saying, yeah, I want Karina to email me whenever she wants. Okay? Only 1 person did that. 1 out of the 7. So I kind of like have a dilemma. I kind of like went into like a little panic mode thing, like, I'm spending this money to build my list. And I only got 1 person because I have a double opt-in. And this has been an ongoing conversation, discussion, argument in the internet marketing field, whether you should have a double opt-in or a single opt-in. A single opt-in is they enter their email and they're on your list. So I went to my coach, I was talking to my coach, I was talking to some other people. That's why I'm so late recording everything today, but that's okay because I needed to get this thing sorted because traffic was hitting my squeeze page and they were entering their email addresses and only a few of them are double opted in. I spoke to my coach and my coach says single opt-in all the way. So then I had to research to figure out how to make my current GetResponse autoresponder account and my Leadpages account to recognize that I only want single opt-ins. And it was tough. But here's what happened. It's not the fact that I found the information that happened. It was the fact that I refused to accept failure. I did whatever it took to find the information. I pushed through whatever mental barrier, whatever, oh, why is this happening to me? Yeah, I pushed all of that aside and started digging and researching because there is a way to make it happen. And I found it. I tested it a little bit. I have to investigate before I implement. But there's no way I'm going to sleep tonight without that being fixed. For sure. So that is the deal with my goals for last week. In addition to the other results, guess what? As I mentioned before, I have 2 links into my site. Yeah, I mentioned that in another episode. 2 links into my site. None of them were from all the registrations that I did online. I refuse to accept failure. So I've set a new goal for links and it's going to happen because I'm going to make it happen. My Alexa ranking jumped up by 249,996 points. Wow, wouldn't it be cool to have just those extra 4 more points so I can say it jumped by 250,000? So my new Alexa ranking is 685,280. Remember, last time, 7 days ago, I mentioned that I just broke 1 million. And that is the power of 2 sites linking in. Those 2 sites gave me that crazy bump because my traffic was nothing to write home about this week. And I expected that because I was totally focused on the funnel and getting solar ad traffic. So last week, total visits to my site. Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you want to hear? I know you want to hear. You're like so super excited. Are you ready? All right, here we go. 9. You're like, yeah, Karina, 90 or 900 or 9,000? No. There's no 0 afterwards. 9, just 9. Yeah. So we're going to fix that this week, especially since a lot of the funnel is already up and running. And I'm still going to be adding some things to the funnel. I think I'm going to be adding 1 more page to the funnel per week. Right now, the funnel is okay as it is. It's done. It's not perfect, but it's done. And I'm going to be adding a page each week to get it to perfection. So are you ready for my goals for next week? And before I get into my goals for next week, a little different thing with my goal. I used to set my goals to make sure that they are achievable. And then I started reading, you know that I've been ranting and raving about this 10x book for the past like 3 days or so, right? Yeah, so I read a 10x book and it made sense. It made sense. Why am I setting my goal so small? Because I want to achieve them. You don't grow, you don't stretch, and you don't expand that way. So whatever goals I had in mind for the next week, I actually doubled it. No, way more than double. 10 times, because that's what 10x means. So here we go. I'm getting 10 more links into my site. Also, I'm getting 1,000 visitors to my site. And I am jumping my Alexa ranking by 200. And I'll have 100 opt-ins to my list. Now, you might be like, Karina, is that achievable? Well, I'm going to be putting plans in place to make it achievable. However, if I don't make it, guess what? Whatever I made would be way over what I originally planned. Like my original, and I'll explain to you, my original plan was just to get 2 links into my site and to get 200 visits to my site this week, plus to get 100K jump in my Alexa ranking and to get 20 persons on my list. Now, those are very achievable. However, when I bump these goals up to 10x goals, and then I put in a plan that will have me taking 10x style action to get it, of course, if I don't make it, it's okay. Because guess what? I would have still made it way above my original plan. So that's a new mindset now. I'm going to set goals that are almost impossible for me to reach and push harder in order for me to reach them so I can get there faster. New mindset. Okay, my friends, if you really enjoyed this video, just click like below, and you can also click subscribe to this channel so you can always get the latest video as soon as it's published. In the description below, you see the link to my website, karinawisdom.com. Just click it, jump over there, and you'll see my daily did sheet for today, day 28, and wow, what a did sheet it is. While you're over there, just enter your email address into my little opt-in box and click that red button. It says, give me access now, and you will see my brand spanking new funnel that I spent so much time making, and it looks good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, right, last week, my coach, I had him review my site and my funnel and everything, and he's like, you did a really, really good job. Keep it up. Can you believe it? Well, of course, hello, it's me. I did it. I did it. And I'm making no apologies for it. And guess what? You have the potential to do it too. This is Karina from karinawisdom.com signing off. Boom.